Hey, it's Florian, Online Tennis Instruction. Do you still struggle with your serve? I know that many of you are very busy and simply don't have a lot of court time. That's why I want to show you how you can actually transform your serve from the comfort of your own home. That's exactly what my student Christian did. You can see Christian right here, and now I want to show you how he used to serve before he changed his service motion. So that's Christian's serve here before we identified the most important elements to improve. So let's slow this down and take a look at what's going on with his service motion. Up to about here, he gets into very good positions. His racket is pointing to the right, the tip of the racket, and that allows him to now bend at the elbow and go right to left over his head. And this is when things start to go wrong. Let's continue here. He goes right to left, but he opens up the racket face. As you can see here, the strings are pointing up and his palm is pointing up, and that's a major problem. At the same time, he also raises his elbow too high. His elbow is above shoulder level here and should be below. And because of these two problems, Christian does not get into a proper racket drop position. Right here, the racket should be aligned much further to the right side of his body so that he could swing up at a very different angle. With this kind of a racket drop position, he simply cannot generate a lot of power. Knowing this information, Christian went to work on his serve and he started with shadow swings, which you can see right here. Now he's doing them on the court, but you can of course do these at home or just about anywhere. The first step in fixing your serve is being able to execute the correct movement with a shadow swing. So let's take a look and see if he managed to do that here. So before, Christian was opening up the racket face so the strings were pointing up, and we can clearly see that he fixed that now. The other thing that we see is that his elbow is now not that high anymore. It is actually below shoulder level. And these improved positions now lead to a better racket drop. Right here we can see that the racket is now aligned along the right edge of the body, and Christian can swing up at the right angle. Now, shadow swings are the first step, but then of course at some point you have to hit balls. And Christian came up with something very cool where he used a foam ball in order to practice his new service motion at home. So let's take a look at that right here. So that's a really cool creative way how you can practice your serve in the comfort of your own home. So let's check to see if he managed to execute the new movement with the ball right here. So the first position here, we see that the racket face is not open and that the elbow is now below shoulder level, so he managed to get these positions right. Now we see the racket drop, and look at that right here. It's really aligned along the right edge of the body, and this is very close to what the racket drop looks like for pro-level players. So what we just saw here was a major improvement that can be achieved from the comfort of your own home. Anybody can do 5 minutes of shadow swings at home, and even if it's winter time, you can really improve your service motion just by doing that and get a major head start before the new season starts. So if you have 5 minutes per day to practice at home, you can transform your serve. One way to get started is with my latest serve training program. In this program, I reveal the 2 key serve power movements that are responsible for the large majority of the power on your serve. After reviewing hundreds of club-level serves like this one, I realized that all my students struggle with at least one of these 2 key serve power movements. If you sign up through this video, I'm also happy to give you a free video review so we can pinpoint exactly what you need to improve to hit big serves. So click the link inside this video now to find out all the details about my latest serve training program.